Struggles prioritizing yourself? Here's how to make that stop. Today's episode is sponsored by Billy Keels Advisory Services. If you want to learn more about how to make your 9 to 9 optional, just go to makeitoptional.com. Once again, that's makeitoptional.com. Struggles prioritizing yourself? Here's how to make that stop is the episode that is absolutely for you because you spend so much time thinking about everyone else. Today, I want you to recognize that it's okay to think about yourself first, because I know the values, the heart that you have. And trust me, by the end of this very brief episode, you're going to understand exactly why I'm saying that to you. Because today's episode absolutely is for you. It's something that's been on my heart that I absolutely have to share. The reason for that is because I continue to speak to so many executives in big companies, and it feels like the weight of the world is on your shoulders. You constantly are worried about being the provider at home, caring for your kids, caring for your partner, caring for your parents, and caring for everybody. And you know what? The thing is, you just want to know, have the feeling that you continue to be the reliable provider that you have always been and will continue to be. Today, after you listen to this episode, you're going to understand that there's something that you can unlock to even make sure that that you recognize that it's okay to prioritize yourself. And you know the unique benefit of that is when you stop doing what you're doing, you're going to actually be able to make a larger, more positive impact on others. Stick with me. Like I said, it's a brief episode. Because most of the time, you're worried about everybody. You're worried about your spouse. You're worried about your kids. You're worried about what's going to be happening next week. And you're worried about what's going to be happening next month and next year. Your parents are aging. You've got a little bit less flexibility in your own body. And you're trying to figure out how do you get back to feeling like you did before. You want to perform at the office, overperform. You want to perform at home. And at the same time, you've got this burning desire of something that you want to do for yourself, but you just can't figure out how to prioritize yourself, how to put yourself in first place, right? And because of the individuals that I speak to, whether you are, I was just thinking about this, the average age in the United States for men is 77, for women is 80. But the question that you have to ask yourself is, no matter where you are on your journey, if you don't prioritize yourself, and heaven forbid something ever happened to you, if you're not here, who will be? So it's really important that you understand that prioritizing yourself, it is not a selfish act. It will be an act that is selfless. It's one of the acts that will help you to continue to make a more positive impact on others. I can tell you, I put my hand up like for so many years. I really thought that it was like I had to focus on just everybody else, and how do I make sure everybody else is taken care of? And so when you have an outside in perspective, it helps, right? You're listening to the podcast, you're on the treadmill, you're running, you may be even swimming. Who knows what you're doing? Or maybe you're just sitting there taking copious notes. I don't know. But the thing is it's really important for you to stop, right? This is what it took me a while to get to this point, but you have to stop because there is so much busyness, not business, busyness that happens just when you're in your 9 to 9 that it's easy to get busy, easy to get off track. Trust me, been there, done that. But you must carve out time for yourself. Put it in your calendar. Everything that you put in your calendar gets done. It is a priority. Reflection of your life. Go look at your calendar, and it is a reflection of where your priorities are. And trust me, I've been all over the place. But the calendar was always right. And once you do that, it's also okay. Pick an activity that you want to do, or that you know is going to be good for your mental health, for your physical health, for a hobby, for something that you've always thought about doing. And it's okay to do it. It's very similar to like when you're on the airplane, right? It is, what do they tell you? When that mask falls, what do you have to do? You have to put that mask on first before you can help anybody else. And by carving out the time to recognize what is it that you want to do that is going to fill your heart, it is going to fill your mind. When that happens, you will positively impact other people. Yes, it's going to feel uncomfortable at first because you're not used to doing it. Yes, this is also something that's going to help you to serve others. You don't see it in the beginning, but it's definitely going to help you to be more present physically, better present mentally, and the positive impact will be long lasting. It definitely will be long lasting. Ask me how I know. So the thing is, it doesn't happen overnight. That's why you're here. That's why you're listening. That's why you clicked today to understand, like, hey, listen, where is it? I'm giving you the grace. I'm giving you permission to focus on you. This is the thing. It takes time in being able to hear it. And this is where you got to go from theory to action, right? Don't stay stuck in the theory. Don't just listen to the podcast. You actually, what is the one first step that you can take? Take that first step. Is it just that you're going to put 30 minutes in your calendar to walk around the block? Is it that you're going to disconnect your phone for 30 minutes so that nobody can get in touch with you? Are you going to go on a trip someplace that nobody knows? The spectrum is massive, but just pick something and take the first step. Because here's the thing. What you will realize is that the best way for you, right? If you won't prioritize yourself for yourself, let me give you another way to think about this. When you realize that the best way for you to care for others is by caring for yourself first, that can also be a way to do it, because you're going to show up with more energy. You're going to show up with better focus. You're going to show up in a way that you're mentally and physically present. The love that you will be emitting to other people, it's going to be contagious, right? And it also sets you up to be in a place that you are consistently thinking about not only the time that you're investing with others, the experiences that you're creating, it also puts you in the mindset of being able to create resilience for yourself and for your loved ones. And if you if you want some help or just a reminder on what it takes to build that clear resiliency plan, go listen to episode 453. A lot of people like that episode. Check it out. It's got some great nuggets there. So listen, so here's the thing. So if you're struggling, like I said, to prioritize yourself, that's how you make it stop. You've got to, first of all, stop. Carve out time for yourself and then pick that one activity. Maybe 30 minutes is too much for you. Go 15 minutes. Turn your phone off. Walk around the block. Walk down the street to a neighbor's house, whatever the case may be. But carve out that time and then stick to it. And then you'll begin to see how it compounds. And if it's not you, it's somebody else that you know. So take today's episode, share it with them, share the love, and then also make sure that you follow up. Don't just share the episode, but share it, follow up, have the conversation, go from theory to practice. That's what we're about here, taking this, making this actionable, entertaining content. There you go. Little comedy for you. And while you're doing that, guess what I'll be doing? I'll be right here. I'll be preparing for the next episode, the very next episode. So until then, go out and make it a great day. And thank you very, very much. Today's episode is sponsored by Billy Keels Advisory Services. If you want to learn more about how to make your 99 optional, just go to makeitoptional.com. Once again, that's makeitoptional.com.